Good morning. Welcome to Shining Mountain Center for Spiritual Living here in beautiful, sunny Kalispell, Montana. Isn't it a gorgeous day out today? I'm so happy to be here. You know, we're a choice where we want to be, and I'm glad you chose to be with us this morning. So welcome, welcome. As we open this morning, I just want to remind everyone that one of the things we like to do here is we like to pray. So you'll find on the back table some prayer request forms and a prayer box. If you would like us to pray for something that is heavy on your heart, or if you would like us to celebrate something with you, just fill out one of those prayer request forms and put it in the box. If you want to, you can sign your name. If you're uncomfortable doing that, just put it in there anonymously because God knows who it's from. And we will pray with you and for you all week. Also on the back table, there's a place you can sign up to be on our mailing list. And when we send out our little announcements periodically, you will receive one in your email. So if you haven't signed up for that, please feel free to do so. Again, I want to welcome everyone and thank you for being here. And I think now we have some beautiful music.
Can't help it, God makes me want to sing. I can't help it, God makes me want to sing. It makes me feel so good, I can do most anything. I am loving every little thing. I can see the face of God in paupers and kings. We're all precious, no one less or more. We've all got the same treasures in store. That's why I'm loving every little thing. I can't help it, God makes me want to sing. I can't help it, God makes me want to sing. Makes me feel so good, I can do most anything. I'm believing in my guiding light. Well, no matter what comes, it always turns out right. I just dig right down into how I feel. I take a deep breath and I grab the wheel. That's why I believe in my guiding light. I can't help it, God makes me want to sing. I can't help it, God makes me want to sing. It makes me feel so good, I can do most anything. Risen to a higher place, with the wind at my back and a smile upon my face. I'm living my dream more and more each day, and it keeps getting easier to find my way. And I've risen to a higher place. I can't help it, God makes me want to sing. I can't help it, God makes me want to sing. It makes me feel so good, I can do most anything. It makes me feel so good, I can do most anything. It
makes me feel so good I can do most anything.
It looks to me like not only does it make us want to sing, it makes us want to dance. So yeah, thank you, thank you. So it's that time in our service where we bless our children, all of the children of the world, and the child within each one of us. So I'd like to ask you now to please join me in blessing our children. We see you, who you really are, made in the image and likeness of God. We cherish you, we support you, and we love you. And so in this space of love, let us move together within, knowing truly there is only one life, and that life is God, and that life is perfect. That life is health and wholeness. That life is joy and peace. That life is health and abundance. So as I speak my word, I know that each one of us is an individualized expression of that life, one with the one with health and wholeness, one with light and love and peace and joy. I know that as we move through this week, we move through it joyfully, greeting all we meet as the God within them, knowing that there is absolutely nothing outside of God, that all of our activities unfold easily, effortlessly, and joyfully. That health and wholeness are our birthright. That we move through the day filled with light and love and joy and gratitude, thankful for all of the good that God bestows upon us, thankful for the opportunity we have to come together in community, thankful for this day and for each day. I release this word now to the perfect working of the perfect law, which always and only says yes. Please join me in affirming, and so it is. Amen. And I think we have some more music
Help it. God makes me wanna sing. I can't help it. God makes me wanna sing. That's right. It makes me feel so good I can do most anything.
Amen. That was wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, goodness. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning to me. Oh, I just feel so good today. It's just wonderful. And it's the music. It's the music. It's each one of you coming in today. It's seeing you. It's not about the weather, because I can enjoy almost any kind of weather that we're having after I get used to it a little bit. But I must say, it's just, I feel so much joy this morning, and I've heard wonderful things. People have shared wonderful things that have happened or that they have experienced. And I got to talk to Dawn this morning about a new song, a welcoming song, and it's wonderful. I love it. It's so beautiful to be here with all you all this morning. So blessings to you, blessings to you. Yeah. And for those who are not with us today, we're sending our blessings out to them too. So know that we are here on purpose, and we're repurposing blessings. How do you repurpose a blessing? I have no clue, but I just figure a blessing can come into me and bless me in one way, and a blessing, and I can move that blessing out to you, and it can bless you in a different way. So isn't that repurposing? And that's what I talked about last week, about a little bit about repurposing and recycling. Well, Let me just tell you that this past week I recycled too. I recycled some old crappy feelings. So I got to look at that again too. Yeah, had a little experience and then had feelings from the experience. And right in the middle of talking about it, it dawned on me that I was recycling old feelings. So I just wanted to share that with you. It's so interesting because I used that phrase last week of recycling, repurposing, and it just came to me. You're recycling old stuff, Yvonne. Take a break from it. So I told myself, take a break from it. Yeah, so I just wanted to share that with you today because really it's all about what we discover and our understanding of the knowledge we have. That's what it is. It's not just about gathering more information and more knowledge, but it's understanding that will move us from the recycling of the old, the unnecessary, and even the unkind, into recycling the joy and the forgiveness and the expansive thinking and the on letting go. That's the kind of stuff I want to recycle. That's the kind of stuff that expresses more, brings more of an expression of joy into our lives. So this month, the invitation is to explore and deepen our connection to God as we look at everyone and everything that's all around us. It's about all of life, seen and unseen. And today I'd like to talk about one of our really very vital resources, which is water. We are so fortunate because we live by such beautiful lakes. We have so many beautiful lakes around us, and we have that incredible resource here. And we just experienced some rain that was much needed. And what the Tao Te Ching says is, nothing in the world is as soft and yielding as water. Yet for dissolving the hard and inflexible, nothing can surpass it. And that kind of reminds me of forgiveness, water and forgiveness. We can be so harsh in unforgiveness, and it can split families and can split nations and can remove us from our most intimate relationship with spirit. Remove us, not spirit from us, but remove our consciousness of that. That's what unforgiveness can do. But like water, forgiveness can dissolve the harshest things and bring families back together, bring nations back together, bring us back into alignment with divine self. So nothing in the world is as soft and yielding as water. Yet for dissolving the hard and inflexible, nothing can surpass it. You know, our Earth is called the blue planet because approximately 71% of the Earth's surface is covered by water. And so when they have the space, when they're looking at the Earth from space, it looks like a blue planet because of all this beautiful water that's here. But what we do know is that there's plenty of water, but that most of it's salt water and not easily converted to drinking water or for agriculture. Not easily. I didn't say couldn't be changed, but it's not easily changed. So at times it looks like we have a lack of water. We don't have a lack of water. We might have a lack of water that is usable to us in the form it's in at that moment, but there's no lack of water on this planet. Our oceans, seas, lakes, and rivers provide us with food and oxygen and climate regulation and recreation. We can even travel from one spot to another on water, one landmass to another on water. It's incredibly giving of itself to life as we know it. And here's what science says is, here's how science helps us to understand water. It helps us know the properties and the functions of water in the natural world. That's what science does for us. And what our ethics do, what the ethics are for, is to help us decide how to preserve water and protect it and how to distribute it and distribute the Earth's water resources so it's equitable, so that where there's a need, there is a source. That's what ethics does. And spirituality helps us identify our core convictions about the meaning and value of water. So we know we spend our first 9 months of life immersed in that watery womb of the mother, right? We spend our time there. And when we're born, our bodies contain approximately 60% water. But as we grow older, that percentage goes down to about 60%. But the brain remains at about 80% of water. Your brain's made up of about 80% of water. So we can see how the water's not only important out here to the earth and to all of us living on the earth, existing on earth, but it's also that which we are. So in its mineral composition, the water in our cells is compatible to that found in the sea. Comparable, excuse me. And so clean water, we know, is vital to our survival and the survival of all life on planet Earth. And I want to talk about the sacred importance of water. Water is a symbol of life, which represents divine generosity. It represents also our vulnerability and change and constancy, stillness and rage. You know how it is to see a beautiful lake that's just shimmering. I mean, it's just so still. Or you see the waves crashing in the ocean coming up, or even on a lake. So it's stillness and rage. But water in all its glory is considered a purifier of the soul. Now in Christianity, people are baptized, and baptized through the holy water symbolizes purity, right? Bringing the person, the child, whatever it is, into the purity of spirit. In Islam, they cleanse on a daily basis both the inside and outside of the body before they do prayers. And the Hindu devotees do that holy dip in the Ganges River. So water is, in many cultures and many religions, is considered a purifier of the soul. I was just remembering when those planes were coming over and dipping into the lake to fill up, the tanker planes, to take the water to the wildfires. And I was thinking, what a blessing, not only to have the water available, but to have the planes, the tanker planes available, and the people who would the pilots for the planes, and then the people on the ground who are fighting the wildfire. And yet we know after all of this and whatever destruction that takes place, there will be new life coming up from that place. We know that. It's part of the cycle of life. And what will bring more life to that burned area will be water, will be rain, will be snow, will be moisture, will bring that new life forth. Bruce Lee has a beautiful quote that he said. He said, "Empty your mind, be formless, shapeless, like water. If you put water in a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water in a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend." I think this depicts the flexibility and the changing nature of water. And to be like water, we need to be fluid, don't we? We need to be changeable. We need to be willing to change and grow with the circumstances of life. Just like a river mostly, or water, follows the path of least resistance, it doesn't always, though. We know that. It doesn't always, because it can gain momentum as it's going and overshoot something because there's more momentum to it. But we want to follow the path of least resistance in our spiritual life. In our spiritual life. So where the water doesn't have to trust or have faith in anything, that's what we get to do, is trust and have faith. And that's how we can flow with the water of life, be in the flow of the goodness of life, and allow ourselves to be less resistant than when we're trying to do things on our own according to how we want them done, in the manner we want them done, thinking that that's the only way it can be. You know, some of you might be familiar with the work of Emoto. The hidden messages of Dr. Emoto. Dr. Emoto's work was that he froze water crystals and then examined the crystals in water. So we have 2 glasses of water, and we have 1 glass of water that we spoke very kindly to, appreciated, beautiful words it received. And then we have another glass of water, both glasses of water coming from the same source, and this one we say, oh, stinky, dirty water, ugly water, useless water. Unkind words, energy that is heavy and not life-affirming. And then after a period of time, freezes the water and examines the crystals. The crystals in the glass of water that we appreciated, said loving things to, we're so grateful for, beautiful, clear, wonderfully shaped crystals. The crystals in the glass of water, remember, same source, but it was what we gave to it, what the human mind gave to it, saying the words, thinking it was not good water, deformed looking crystals, murky looking crystals, very different crystals. What we do with our thoughts and our words and how we direct it, whether it's into a glass of water, at another person, about a situation, has an effect on it. Has an effect. The children we see, the homeless people we may pass on the street, the beloved who is in front of us, those people over there, if we are thinking and directing our thoughts, it's just, there's an effect, just like there was in the water. The same type of experience been done with plants. Talk nicely. I'm always telling the children, speak words of kindness and appreciation to your plants and they will flourish. Well, at my house, I had one plant that I wasn't doing that with. And I've had more trouble keeping it alive and healthy. And I didn't realize I was anxious about it, not appreciative of it. So you see, it doesn't even have to be negative, like, oh my gosh, you're so ugly. It was like, I hope you grow. I'm not sure what to do with you. I tried to look you up on the internet. But I'm not going to put you in my window because I don't have a window to put you in, you know? So it's whatever we're carrying inside. I love the idea that we have so much influence and so much power for good within us. And as we direct it to everything that's in front of us, to Mother Earth, to the waters on the earth, to all that comes forth from the waters and from the earth, if we can find in our hearts an appreciation as well as we are here to be, we are here to take care of the earth and take care of the water. I saw a statement the other day that said water, unlike electricity, can be used over and over and over again. I had to think about that. But, I'm not going to argue about it, but what I am going to say is I love that idea that we can reuse our water. And that doesn't just mean the municipality in our town or whatever, but it means we as individuals. So now at my house, just one little thing makes me so happy. One little thing is now I catch the water that we might run to get hot water. We don't have instant hot water. It's pretty close, but it's not instant. So I might have lost a quart of water maybe at times. Now I have my little pitcher under there to water my plants. It makes me so happy to think I'm doing something to not only save the water, because I think we have enough, but to honor it. It's to honor that gift that comes to us so easily. I mean, can you imagine? I can't imagine getting up around 4 a.m. in the morning and walking for an hour or two to get to a source of water where I might have to stand in line with others, my neighbors, whatever, to get a source of water that may come out of a well or it may come out of a hole in the ground that animals have to drink out of also, and then walk back to my family with this heavy load of possibly unclean water because that's the only source we have. Well, that happens every day on this earth. It happens, there are, let me see, I've got this. Oh, and I want to also say the people who are receiving this water also, that's their only source, also experience a lot of disease and stomach problems. And children are dying because this water is not clean and palatable for them. There are nearly 748 million people globally. That's 10% of the people on our planet that must get their water in that manner. The World Health Organization says that more than 3.4 million people die annually as a result of water-related deaths. We are so fortunate. And in this gift that we're experiencing, the more appreciation we have for it, the more we take responsibility for being good stewards of this incredibly unlimited gift, the more we aid the world in receiving greater ways of experiencing it. We have to be conscious of how we're using our water, and save on usage. And from the scriptures, from the Bible, it says, "But whosoever drinketh of the water that I give him shall never thirst." You see, the water that we drink physically takes away our thirst. When we spiritually move into our gratitude and our joy and our forgiveness, the thirst is gone also. The thirst of I'm not getting what I need in life. The thirst of something's wrong with me. Something's wrong with them, I'll never have. That's a thirst. We're always wanting as human beings to be at peace and have harmony within. Whether we know it or not, that's our innate desire is peace and harmony. And then as individuals, we find our passions and our purpose and we have our experiences of pain and joy and growth and loss, all of that. But that peace within us that can never be touched is always about harmony and peace and joy in our lives. But the water that I shall give him shall be in a well of water springing up into everlasting life. And that's what we are looking at, is how do we sustain ourselves physically and spiritually? We do it through our understanding. It's our understanding of what we don't understand, but it's also our understanding of what our purpose is and what we can do and how we contribute and how we are living. I heard a story yesterday. And I asked the young man if I could share this. His father was telling me that when he was a little boy, he was in the 2nd grade, he was struggling with his math assignments. And so his dad went to the store and got him a bottle of water, and he told him, this is smart water. Got him a bottle of water and told him, this is smart water. Took it home, gave it to the little boy as they're going to school, because he took his little boy to school every day. And the little boy came home and he said, I didn't do very good on my test today, my math. That wasn't very smart water. And Dad asked him, what would you ask the child? First thing he asked him, did you drink the whole thing? Well, no. He didn't drink his bottle of water. So the next day he repeated. This young man told me every day his daddy told him, this is smart water and it'll help you. You're smart. It'll just help you to know that. And every day, this young man told me that every day he went to school, he doubted that, but he looked forward to really seeing if it was possible. He doubted he was really smart in math, but he was looking forward to it. And pretty soon, by the end of the year, he was an A student in math. So I asked him, he's 18 years old, I said, do you think it was the water? He said, I did then. Our thoughts, based on our beliefs, based on our needs, will give us the experience we're looking for. Our thoughts, based on our beliefs, not random thoughts, our thoughts based on our beliefs, based on our desires, will give us the experience of what we're desiring. Think about that. A while back, a few years ago when I was in Seattle, I'd see all kinds of water bottles with harmony, joy, peace written on them. And these were people I loved hanging out with, because that was a general atmosphere of harmony, joy, and peace as we went about the work we were doing, which was working with formerly homeless, low income, displaced individuals, which means we were with a lot of people who'd had a lot of hard experiences in life, and some were better equipped than others to pull up out of it, but we got to be there and be part of that expression of change and see that change in the lives of many people. And I truly believe that it was the thinking and the beliefs of this group of people that was working together. You see, it isn't the numbers, it's the amount. It's are we over 51% in our belief and our trust? And that's what I believe helped us be good stewards and serve those people in the way that was beneficial to all. Our mission statement here is, we are a loving presence, providing an environment for individual growth, prosperity, and well-beingness. We are here standing under the shelter of each other. We are here leaning into the faith and the trust of each other. We are here to welcome each other. We welcome the new life, and we welcome all life. And we do the best we can with what we have in the moment. And if we want to do better, we allow ourselves to be empty. We must be empty of any criticism and self-judgment and allow the presence of Spirit to move in and through us in a new and greater expression. Now, can you imagine? Can you imagine forgiving others and forgiving yourself by allowing an emptiness around that issue, that whatever it was, and say, within me, I allow the presence of Spirit to move in me for a new and a greater expression. I mean, I'm always looking for simplicity in my spiritual life, because my mind can complicate things and discard things that are important and not consider things that I should in ways that could drive the average person right up the wall. But I'm used to me, so I don't quite do that anymore. But I'm just saying, it's not how much more we learn, it's how much we allow ourselves to understand. And in our understanding, we will respond from that place within us where love is written on our hearts, where our soul, our joyous soul, is just bursting with goodness for all. So let us take care of the water of life by allowing it to come in and through us. I'm going to ask you to join me in this moment. And because we live on this beautiful blue planet, and because we can see what it looks like because of technology and all the advancements in technology, and it's just incredible. It's beyond my understanding of that which is behind all of creation. I don't have to understand how it happened. I must only understand that it did happen because of a force of love. That force of love, which is life. And allowing discernment to be an action in the activity of my life. I find more joy, more peace, and I experience more harmony. I experience harmony in ways that are indescribable. And as I know this is possible for me, I know it's possible for all of us. And I know that I am blessed by the blessings that come from each person who is hearing this service, each person who is here today, each person that I meet, for it's all God. All God. And as I look out onto the ocean, when I'm with my friends on their boat, it's just beyond anything I could describe. But the feeling of joy, of awe, of bliss, of wonder remains with me. And those are the kinds of things that I want to accumulate. That we all are entitled to accumulate, to bring into our daily living awe, beauty, joy, appreciation, wonder, understanding. Blessings. So as we drink our water this week and bathe our bodies and clean with it or enjoy it out on the lake, whatever we do with water this week, may we remember to bless it and feel the blessing and understand that we are blessed by water, by the rain that falls and cleans the air. And may we bless our world, that we may move into that place of providing and assisting whatever it takes for there to be enough wells for people to have fresh water, accessible water, that we may quit draining our lakes and places to put water into bottles that fill a landfill, that we may find ways to use that water without creating waste. May we just keep moving forward. We live, we learn, and we create. And God is all there is. And so it is. Amen.
Take me from the troubled waters. Cleanse me, Spirit, cleanse me, Spirit. Take away my cares and my woe. Let me dance like waves along the river on its way back home. Let the Spirit of the water heal us all. Let the Spirit of the water heal us all.
Take me from the troubled waters. Cleanse me, Spirit, cleanse me, Spirit. Take away my cares and my woes. Let me dance like the waves along the river on its way back home. Let the Spirit of the water heal us all. Let the Spirit of the water heal us all. Take me.
Take me
From the troubled waters, cleanse me, Spirit, cleanse me, Spirit. Take away my cares and my woes. Let me dance like the waves along the river on its way back home. Let the Spirit of the water heal us all. Let the water of the Spirit heal us all. Heal us all.
That is the Don Caverly original that he just wrote. And we so appreciate you, Dawn. Thank you. So we've come to that time in our service where we get to put into practice the law of circulation. For those of you who are here in the sanctuary, there's a basket on the back table. For those of you who are joining us today online, we want to thank you for your generosity and for supporting us. There is a PayPal button on our website where you can contribute. So I want to thank you again. And I ask you if you'll please join me in this prayer of giving and receiving. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God, and so it is. So we want to thank everyone who's joined us today online. We love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we hope that you come back and visit us again. Again, we love you and we bless you.